Hello, Roadrunner fans. This is JJ Perez with Inside Runner Sports, and welcome back to another episode of the 13 Questions podcast, where I sit down and talk with different people inside of UTSA football and ask them the same 13 questions throughout this 2023 football season. We are steadily grinding towards the end of UTSA fall camp as the Roadrunners prepare to open the 2023 season against the Houston Cougars. Today, we sit down and talk with UTSA's starting quarterback, Frank Harris. Frank decided to come back to UTSA for a 7th season of eligibility this offseason. He had some offseason surgeries that were a little bit complicated. So, it's a big storyline to see, one, how is he feeling? How is he doing? Two, why did he come back? So, a lot to talk with Frank about. And, I always appreciate Frank. He's very genuine and forthcoming. And, he's overall a good guy with a good, humble spirit. And, everything he's done in his career is kind of unmeasurable for a program like UTSA. I mean, he's got so much skins on the walls, and he's done so much for the school. So for him to be able to come back for another year of eligibility, I know it's a big deal to him. And as UTSA makes this transition to the American Athletic Conference, it seems like it's only right that it's Frank Harris leading the team into kind of a new era of UTSA football. So some interesting answers to these questions from Frank Harris. And I think the part I enjoyed the most was talking about one of his favorite memories in his football career, which turns out to be that game against UAB and that legendary drive that ended with the Oscar Carnes touchdown that clinched the division for UTSA 2 seasons ago. So here we go. Frank Harris on the 13 Questions podcast. 13 Questions podcast with quarterback Frank Harris. Frank, this is my second season of this podcast. It was kind of popular last year. I'm just going to ask you 12 random questions about life and sports, and then one about football at the end. So Perfect. You ready?
Yep.
All right, you have to pick one chore or obligation to do for 1 year, but if you make it through the whole year, you never have to do the chore for the rest of your life. What chore are you picking?
Washing dishes.
Washing dishes? Why is that?
It's the worst. Especially when you're trying to cook or something.
Oh, yeah.
You done eating and then you got to wash the dishes.
Yeah.
I'm not a good cook, but still, you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah, no, I get you that. Mine's out of the trash for me.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Question number 2. Can you describe how you are as a spectator watching football, either in person or I guess mostly on TV? How would you are you like a normal fan? Or are you looking at it a little bit different?
It just depends. If it's just on TV, I'll just watch it as a normal fan. But if I'm actually dialed in and watching it, I'll look at it from a different lens to try to see coverages, see what concept they're running, and see what's going to be open and what is open.
I know you guys watch a lot of film, so you almost want to go back and rewind it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of see what the coverage is.
See what the quarterback is seeing and why he, did what he did.
Question number 3: what is an app on your phone that you love using and think other people should know about?
18 Birdies. It's a golf app. So every time I go golfing, I log into it and keeps my score and it updates my buddies, so they can see how bad I did.
What is it called?
It's called 18 Birdies.
18 Birdies. Yeah. So you share it like with the group and it's all the scores, huh?
Man, let me see what it is. Yep, 18 Birdies. So
yeah.
if your buddies have that app, Eric Sosa got it actually. He played the other day. I got his notification. It tells me what score that he did and what course he played at.
I didn't know you're a big golfer.
I golf all the time.
Really? When was the last time you golfed?
Well, I'm going golfing tomorrow when I get back.
Yeah.
I'm going Wednesday and I'm going Thursday. But last time I golfed was, today is Monday. I golfed on Thursday or Friday.
Good deal. Are you any good? How good are you?
Nah, I ain't good. It's a great time with me, though.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm the same way.
We have a great time.
Question number 4. If you're allowed to relocate anywhere in the world, where else would you want to live and why?
Besides San Antonio?
Anywhere.
Shoot, I'm good where I'm at, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
If I had to move, I would, but if there's no need for me to move, I mean, everything is there for me. in San Antonio at
Yeah.
UTSA. My family's there, the school, all the support stuff. So if I can stay,
San Antonio's a special place, right? Like you see a lot of like ex-Spurs retire here, and
it's so big. You can live in the outskirts. You don't have to live actually in San Antonio. There's a lot of nice outskirt areas that got their own small town vibe. That you can live in.
Question number 5: when you see a hater on Twitter or social media, do you block them, mute them, ignore them, or you engage? I know you sometimes kind of clap back a little bit, but
it doesn't bother me any. I just like to say something back. It doesn't never offends me or bothers me. But sometimes I want them to know I seen it and it's not bothering me. So I might say something back just to show them that it doesn't bother me. But I don't really get involved with any of that. I mean, sometimes it does get out of hand.
Right.
My messages. I get some crazy stuff sent to me. I'm like, dang, just over a football game? I'm there cussing me out and stuff. It is what it is, so.
That's a good policy. I may need to adopt that one for myself. So, question number 6: what makes you laugh during football games?
Laugh? I don't know. I just kind of laugh over anything. It doesn't have to be funny. I just, smile if I see a big hit, a good catch, a touchdown for sure.
Yeah.
First down. There's a lot of things that you just catch. I just catch myself, smiling. I look at a picture. I don't even know what I'm laughing at or smiling at. So I just love the game and enjoy it so much.
We're here at Media Days for AAC, and I heard someone tell you, hey, you be a little more serious. You said, no, that's the way I am, right?
No, I'm not going to be serious. I just can't be serious for no reason, especially with pictures.
Yeah.
I just got to smile. I just feel like it's nothing to get, upset about, especially now. So I'm not going to act like I'm a tough guy.
Yeah. Question number 7: who is a person you would be starstruck if you met them?
I wouldn't be starstruck, but I would love to meet LeBron James. That's like, my dad gets so mad because I like LeBron. But I just think he's a great role model.
Right, yeah.
He does a lot for his community. He's a great, father figure, husband, all those things, and he's great at playing basketball. So I would think it would just be him. I look up to him so much.
He's never really been in trouble that we've known about.
He had one allegation in high school. He had a Hummer.
Right.
But that's it. And he's been under a microscope his whole life. So
he does a lot for charitable donations and stuff.
He has his own school. All those things, something that if I was able, in his position, I would do the same.
Here's a question I want to know for myself personally, because we all have bad days, just throughout the course of living. But what do you do to make yourself better? What do you do to make yourself feel better when you're having a crappy day?
Maybe call one of my buddies, talk to them about it, my mom. Try to go golfing. Just get around people, That's what your friends are there for, to be around, hang out with, do stuff with. Golfing always in my mind off of everything. It's like my safe spot, I guess you could say. So it's a lot of things that I like to do. Music is another one. I love listening to music. I love country music. So
really?
Yeah, I'm a big country guy. So
awesome.
It's always relaxing to listen to.
I like country too. That's a good one. So question number 9: have you achieved your childhood dream?
Oh, for sure. I wanted to play, Division I football. I'm living a dream right now. I wanted to win a championship. I won 2 so far. Everything it wasn't the journey that I expected, with all the injuries and all that stuff. But if I was to look back at myself, 10 years ago, and see where I am now, it's a blessing, honestly. I've always heard I wouldn't play, quarterback in college. I'm here now, and we have a great team. So it's great. I can't complain. Like I said, I'm living a dream now, and I worked my whole childhood to play college quarterback, and I'm doing it now. So,
question number 10: what life lessons from a young age stick with you as an adult?
I would just say being respectful and carrying yourself a certain way. My parents always harped on that. I'm telling you, since we were the littlest kids when we first able to talk, it was yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, yes sir. And if you did not say that, you were in trouble. And I promise you, even to this day. But it's so stuck with me now that it's so. I mean, it could be somebody my age. I'm gonna say, yes sir, no ma'am, whatever it is, and that just takes you so far in life because it's not all about football. And I want to be remembered as a great person, not as a football player. So whenever I'm all said and done, I want them to say, he was a respectable young man. He carried himself a certain way. He's a great role model for the community. And then you can add on, I was the worst quarterback or the best quarterback. That's fine. You can say that all you want to. But it just bothers me if somebody were to say that I was not a great person.
Yeah.
So I just strive to be that way. And I think that's just how we grew up. So that's one of the life lessons that I've learned as a little kid to now is my mannerism. It plays a big part, and it takes you a long way.
Awesome answer there. Question number 11. What is the single most important skill a football player must possess?
I would say this is something that I used to struggle with. I still kind of do, is having a short-term memory because, it's like a roller coaster. You can't get too high, you can't get too low. I could throw a pick six, but I'm right back out there. I can't even think about that pick six the next drive because then it might happen again. So any position, you're probably going to miss a block, miss a tackle. You got to just forget about that and move on to the next play. And don't let that one play turn into two plays.
Got you. Question number 12. You have to lose all of your memories in your football career, but you get to keep one. What football memory do you want to hold on forever?
I would say the conference championship versus UAB.
Yeah.
That was like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just to get down the field and to get the tip, it was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was so unreal. It was like a movie that you're just watching as a little kid and you just see, and it's like, no way that's real. But it actually was real.
Yeah.
Like I may be able to tell my kids, whoever, for years ago, like this is exactly what happened. Show them the play. It was a spectacular moment for the city of San Antonio, and the Alamo Dome was going insane.
Yeah, the first one, right?
That
the
was,
first
that was,
championship.
That was
you remember that drive? Can you take me through it?
So the first play, I think he called like all verts or something. So
Yeah.
I ended up rolling out, throwing the ball away. Second play, he called, I think a cross route. Oscar took the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Threw it to Oscar. Great catch. Go back the next play. I don't know if I threw a check down or something, and then I go back, throw it to JT.
Yeah.
He made a crazy catch on the sideline. Next play, he called the same exact play the play before. Nothing was open, so I decided to, run it up the middle.
I thought you were going to get in there.
I thought I was too, and I was going to jump. I got scared. It was like 4 or 5 guys collapsing on me. I didn't know what to do. I got hit. I get up. We call a play. I roll out. I throw the Cephas. He gets batted down. One of the guys is talking mess to me.
Yeah.
Said, bro, the game is not over. We got like 4 seconds left. Coach Lennon calls this play that we've been working on, haven't ran. And I'm not going to lie. I was like, that play? I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. Me and Sincere looked at each other. We said, I guess, bro. The snap comes down low. It almost hits Sincere's foot. I pick it up. I don't know what to do at this point because I was supposed to fake it to Sincere and Oscar's supposed to pop pass. Well, that kind of messed everything up. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of freelancing at this point. I just seen Oscar last minute, and I didn't want to overthrow him, but I didn't want to underthrow him. But I guess I underthrew him, and the dude tipped it.
Yeah.
I'm like, please catch it, and it was like slow motion. He caught it, and the whole Alamo Dome went berserk. It was the craziest feeling like ever. People ran on the field. That's an experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life for sure.
Yeah, same here. Last question number 13 of the Season 2 13's podcast. Frank, why did you decide to come back? You've done everything here at UTSA. You won championships. You've laid your body on the line. It's hard to crank this thing up for one more season, and there's no guarantee you're going to make it through this year healthy. Why did you, what were the bigger reasons why you decided to come back?
I remember when I first committed to UTSA, my dad told me, once you commit to a school, you're not going to be able to decommit. So whenever you go, I better be home because you ain't leaving. So that was one of the reasons. And then we always talked about, I was injured my first couple years, and UTSA, they honored my scholarship. They showed me love. So my dad said, me playing is just honoring them. So I'm just paying it back. You know what I mean? They were there for me the whole time. I love playing with Coach Traylor. I love playing in front of San Antonio. I love playing in the Alamo Dome. I love playing with my teammates. And I just love the game of football. And there's nothing better than, Saturday nights, going through the Spirit Walk and going in the Alamo Dome and seeing the love and support that you have from the city that you grew up in. I mean, it's unexplainable, and it's just it gives me goosebumps when I go down there, and the love that I get, it means a lot. So I wasn't ready to give it up just yet, and hopefully we have another great season this year and go out there and win another conference championship.
How you feeling coming out of that, back-to-back season of championships? I know it was rough at the end for you last year. You feeling good?
Yeah, I mean, it was rough. Battled through some injuries, but I'll be ready to go, and I'm excited for this season and excited to start for our camp coming up.
All right, I appreciate it, Frank.
Of course,
Frank
yes, sir.
Harris, 13 Questions Podcast. Thank you, Frank.
Yes, sir.
That was UTSA quarterback Frank Harris on the 13 Questions podcast. Appreciate Frank taking the time there. All these interviews are a little bit longer than what a normal interview does. Like when we sit down after a game or practice or any other request. And it's a one-on-one thing, so it's kind of a special situation. So I appreciate, UTSA and Frank setting that up and doing that for me. We recorded that a few weeks ago at American Athletic Conference Media Days in Arlington. So you heard some of the background noise. Hopefully that audio comes through pretty clean for you guys. I tried to drown out some of that background noise. But appreciate Frank for being forthcoming and, always talking about the things that are a part of his life that, one of the things I appreciate is, when you're having a bad day, you get around your friends, play golf, and listen to country music. That all those things can kind of resonate for me. I didn't know he was such a big golfer, so that's kind of something I learned new, even though I've known Frank for a while. And then, just talking about the why he came back. A little bit about his injuries. I didn't want to ask him too much about the injuries. It's well documented. He had multiple surgeries in the off season to repair, a knee surgery that just didn't go well. And, he's never going to be anything but he's ready to go. He's always that type of guy. He's proven that he could lay his body on the line, that he will lay his body on the line for UTSA. So, great conversation there. I really enjoyed going back and reliving that drive against UAB. I was standing on the sidelines right in front of the JT Clark catch on the goal line when Oscar caught that touchdown. And, I could close my eyes and remember all of those plays in that moment on that drive. And I really did think he was going to put it in the end zone when he tucked and ran that one play. So pretty good conversation from Frank. I again appreciate him taking the time, and I appreciate all you guys listening. Season 2 of the 13 Questions podcast is off to a good start. We're a few weeks away from the start of the 2020-13 season. We'll be back next week with UTSA safety Rashad Wisdom, and appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening.